All right.
I'm excited. I think
All right,
there's a lot of
guys.
potential here.
Before this starts, how many of the first phase bands can we get? All right, Beastmaster, PL, Grimstroke, Wyvern.
I don't think Wyvern's going to be first phase banned.
I was thinking that.
Beastmaster, for
That
sure.
was a random guess.
All right. Well, Bowie, you'll have a few seconds to think about it here because we've got a draft. Let's jump in, and these
GG.
teams...
No Beastmaster.
Yeah, they've let one of those through. At least the Timber Soul and the Earth Spirit taken out by Hokori, and the Pangolier Troll Warlord now removed by Beast Coast.
Interesting.
Almost said Beastmaster there. Maybe they'll pick it. And no, it's the Tusk instead, the South American Position 4 Classic.
Our guy. No Earth Spirit, take Tusk.
Okay.
I do think this hero is extremely strong.
Yeah,
I think it was
nerfs
probably
were-
slightly better than Earth Spirit at the end of the last patch, too.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay.
I think more teams I've been seeing take the
seconds
ABBA first
remaining.
overall, if available, too. So that's a bit interesting. But now, guys,
saw
the
on day
drafting
one.
phase. We're back to the old days, right? We got the 2-3 here.
Radiant
So you want to
team.
pair it. You want something
Mirror.
cool and fun together.
Marana Bane. Let's go.
What was yesterday? We had a Mirana plus something.
Was it Shadow Demon?
No, it wasn't that cool. I wish. I have to look at it.
I don't know.
I do remember a Marana. I think it was... They had like Tide Marana.
I think because the
Something
Phoenix got
else.
banned, so they couldn't Mars Phoenix, so they Mirana something
Oh, Elder
else.
Titan.
Elder Titan. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Dire team.
A lot of
Actually,
options,
2
and they go for the Void Spirit. Okay, well, that's an arrow setup right there. Two pretty good tempo heroes, some solid mid game.
This is only
Pretty
good
flexy.
if
It's Core Void.
you'll play it 3 as well, I think. I mean, maybe not, I
10
guess. I guess you can
seconds
just be
remaining.
fine with being mid. All right, so I have some thoughts about priority
5
in terms of
seconds
being the last pick right now. And I've determined that I'm pretty sure if your 10th pick, it should like almost always be your carry. Because the mid lane's kind of free now with all these runes, you know?
Dire team.
I feel like the ability to completely dominate and shut down the lane isn't as strong as it was, unless you're in like a similar situation the other day with like Huskar versus a Storm Spirit. I mean that's obviously a pretty
Right.
lopsided one. But as long as you get someone who's like a Void Spirit who's just gonna do whatever versus anyone, I think it is better to save your 10th pick for your carry
Back to
because
the-
I feel like they're gonna win the
Yeah.
game.
10
Back to the
agree with
carry
you.
meta now. Huh?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like, if the mid lane stays that way, isn't it possible that we see a shift from mid laners being like farmers again, so
Yep.
like the mid Medusas?
Yes.
And then you start less picking your mid because your carry is actually mid, and your space creator is going to be your carry.
Yeah.
I
In
wonder
that
if
case, I
would
would call
happen.
it I would call it the anchor, the person who's gonna like hold down
Yeah.
the game no matter what. Then I guess that would be technically what our 10th pick is, mid
Yeah,
or
yeah,
safe,
yeah.
whatever it is.
Bloodseeker.
Yeah. Flexible. Could be 2, or it could be 3 rather. Could be 1. I always think of Grimstroke when I see Bloodseeker like this.
Bloodseeker was the first hero I thought of when I thought about pooling bottles mid. I was like, who could just spam the hell out of the mid lane with like really
Yeah.
stupid nukes? And
That's
Bloodseeker
Bloodseeker,
always
alright.
comes up there, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe mid Bloodseeker's back. I mean, that's a throwback to the old days. He used to be a mid hero way back
Well-
when, but it's been a hot minute.
Why would you pick that right now when there's Beastmaster though?
Yeah,
If you
you're
wanted
making
mid,
some good
let's just
points,
say.
bud. Yeah.
That is true.
10
Yeah,
seconds
I really feel like Beastmaster is... I'm so surprised it's not banned. Like, do they
5
actually
seconds
feel
remaining.
like they can... If Hokori doesn't ban it, they're going to pick it, right?
Have you guys been playing some Dota?
Yeah,
Have you
I
seen
lost to a
it?
mid Beastmaster today. I was playing PL and I was like, it's okay, Beastmaster's strong, but I can dispel the axes. No, I just lost.
Well, we finally
Yeah,
get
it
the
seems
Grim.
Dispel is not enough. Okay, sniped that one. And there's that Puck ban as well. We saw on day 1 that Puck can certainly still shine in certain circumstances. Against
10
Bloodseekers,
seconds
kind of one of them.
True.
Any predictions on how many Hoodwink picks we'll have throughout the entire first season of upper and lower SA?
I think really low.
I think we're going to have... Nah, I think... I would say 10.
Oh my god, I was gonna say 2.
Yeah, I
Really?
was going to
Nah,
go
it's-
low singles. I was going to say maybe 5.
All right, well,
there
you guys
will
have your
for
bets
sure
now.
be
We'll see
a
who's
nerf
closest.
to Dawnbreaker. like soon and Beastmaster, and they will buff Hoodwink if he doesn't get picked like at all.
Oh, true.
So
That's
I
a good point.
think we will see, like after a patch or two, we will see Hoodwink start being
10
picked again.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, the hero's too annoying not to be in pro games with the
Yeah,
ability to
seconds
sneak. And
remaining.
with the new tree line, you'd think it would have really improved the hero too.
That's a
True.
good point. Although
I think as Leaper 2 Spudge, dude, the wing rate is looking really high, and I think
Oh,
those
Bowie,
tree
please,
lines
no.
really.
No.
Dude, I'm telling you.
No.
Pud's wing rating high MMR pubs is like 49% right now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
for him especially,
Oracle.
this is interesting.
Hard to spell for the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he combos well with the Bloodseeker too.
10 seconds remaining.
Just a
It's got some
good
aggressive
hero.
potential. You can snipe kills in
5
lane.
seconds
Yeah, it pairs
remaining.
well with Tusk. They've got a lot of synergy.
Also good if you go for the roar
Oh, true. True.
and dispel the axe stacks.
Or you just W. Don't care.
True.
Hmm.
All right, what's our probably a 3 hero here? Tide still in. Offlane
Yeah, we
Spirit
need
Up
something
carriers.
beefy.
Necrophos is kind of bad now because of the Oracle. And the Snowball, I suppose, too.
Mars would have
Yeah.
been great. We need something that can play kind of fast along those lines, I think.
Let me just take a look at
What
my
if you just-
Trent panic pick list here.
I want to see a Storm Spirit. They have very little catch on Beast Coast. You have a hero that can just isolate the Oracle and kill him. You don't really care about Rupture. Don't really care about Shards.
My list has Enigma.
Okay.
That's a hero. Tide. Darkseer. Not so much this game because there's an Oracle.
Yeah, Darkseer against
No,
Oracle.
that's no good. I have seen a bit of Night Stalker popping up. I'm not sure how successful it's been. It's been some pretty nasty looking games though.
I
mean,
think he's a good
Tide-
hero.
Tide sounds okay. Of everything you rattled off, that sounds pretty well rounded.
Dire team pick.
I like it with the Marana. Oh, they don't want it
They go
banned.
PL.
They just take it.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Dire team back.
It's a good PL game so far. Yo, there you go.
Radiant
The mid
team
Underlord approaches.
So his win rate's actually been pretty bad versus PL, surprisingly, in
Really?
terms of like top tier
Dire
pubs.
team ban.
Oh,
That's how good the hero is.
Odd.
Interesting.
Despite being considered a fairly decent counter, obviously, with like the root and everything.
Yeah, especially if you go the Atos build.
I mean, here in Dota 2 Pro Tracker, it says that the win rate is even between Underlord and
10
Oh, he
seconds
must have caught up
remaining.
then. He was like 10 games behind when I checked this morning.
maybe it was 2 little games.
Yeah.
I still like started a patch or something.
Still a bit flexible for Beast Coast, though. I guess assuming it's the Chris Luck mid Underlord. But they've got options here.
Yeah. I actually really like the Underlord pick, right? Because you're going to get that Atos. It's amazing versus Void Spirit. Pretty
Yeah.
okay versus Phantom Lancer. So overall, it's not really a counter to Phantom Lancer. I think they
10
thought well about
seconds
this.
Remaining.
And when he
5
plays from ahead,
seconds
like if it is that mid Underlord, having an Oracle to back you up, the Underlord's already kind of unkillable, and having a save or even just little heals from the Oracle dispels all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're a beast, dude. It's hard to deal with. There's that Tide Hunter ban, though. So what are we left with, Hokori? What do we got for offlane? I guess they will have 10th pick, so maybe what does Beast Coast want for 9th is a better question. 2 good bans from Hokori, both
Take
spirits.
the Storm.
Yeah, they do have some freedom here, right? Because as Bowie pointed out, like, this
Yeah.
could be mid Underlord, could be Underlord 3. I'm okay with the Spirit bans. I feel like Beast Coast are just going to try and flex a little bit, pick an offlaner anyway, just to give them the mental edge.
Uh-huh.
Try and make Hokori feel stupid, you know?
10 seconds
Now they have to
remaining.
show if this Bloodseeker is a carry or if it's offlane.
5
Let's
seconds
see like a
remaining.
3 Nature's Prophet for Beast Coast. You know, I want to see something aggro like that. You've got a great
Dude.
front line.
I want the carry Tiny, all right? They're liking strength heroes because it's Beast Coast. Tiny has infinite cleave, 100% cleave. Okay? Lots of armor. I want to carry Tiny. Come on, K1. Dude,
I haven't got to see it
honestly
yet.
feel like
I've only
it's
heard the
really-
tales.
Team pick.
Oh. Wait, what?
Sorry, dummy.
One Bloodseeker.
Yeah, Underlord. Phoenix offlane, probably.
Well, that's
guess
some
could
pretty
be
solid
Phoenix
team
middle.
fight now. Tusk and Underlord to protect the egg.
Wow, they need a
Blood
pipe
Right
here
as
on
well.
Hokori.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
much
I feel like
This
they
is
just need to hold. They just need to like keep the waves back and try and delay
5
this game.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is like a nasty tempo lineup from Beast Coast, but at the
They need more
expense of late
damage.
game scaling for sure.
They
on
could
Hokori.
snap. Actually, we're kind of worse.
Viper.
Heroes.
Well, it's
I
a
mean,
good
it's-
stall hero.
Yeah. And it's good versus Bloodseeker, because you take the passive out.
So Mr. Jeans takes the Viper. Vitali will grab the Void Spirit. So it's a 3 Void. And then obviously the position 1 Phantom Lancer.
Okay.
All right, this used to be a bit of a common duo, right? The Moran and the Void Spirit in lane. Back at like the peak off lane Void Spirit. I feel like we saw this quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, it not only it's Beast Coast, but you have this really comfortable draft for them. Underlord, Phoenix. If this goes super late, as you said, maybe this Phantom Lancer can carry. But I don't know. Viper is such a momentum hero, right? You have to, in a way, win the early game, but you're also not forcing anything. Will he ever scale? It feels like if it goes super late, it's only going to be the PL doing any damage on side of Hokori.
It is definitely time to put PL to the test here. I would rather be on the side of Beast Coast, but we'll see if PL can pull this one through.
Yeah, knowing that it's Beast Coast, I feel like they're well positioned to try to execute a lineup like this. The mid Underlord, it does fall off, but it's got a pretty big window, and you can pressure really hard. And I think Lumiere, he might get an okay start in the lane, but I think this mid game is going to be tough for the PL.
Yeah, they have to defend the vision of their jungle to like allow Lumiere to like move around the map and everything. And if he gets ruptured or just even spotted in these team fights, he's going to be in so much trouble. Like they don't really have very good save for him.
Right.
Or peel, as the Han kids used to say.
Yeah, their peel is let's just kill him with Viper. So we'll see how that works out. Mr. Jeans rocking the Viper for his debut here in Season 2. Not a flashy hero, but one that maybe he can squeak out a win with. All right, time for the commentary. Yes, exactly. Commentary duo. We've got Gary. We've got Theban. Gentlemen, are you ready for the Jeans?
Yeah, ready for Mr. Jeans, ready for a pause to kick off this series as well, as we've got a bit of waiting period here. Phantom Lancer has disconnected, getting himself ready and raring. Theban, do you reckon it's going to be a hard game for him, as the panel was saying?
I think it's a hard game for him, but I think it's a really hard game for the Underlord too. This Viper, he's going to do a lot of work in this draft. I think removing those passives, the atrophy plus the thirst is going to be very difficult for those two cores to stay in the engagements. Viper, although can counter those two heroes, the Oracle is up for him because of the removing all that magic damage. Also being able to purge some of those poison attacks off is very, very annoying for the Viper. So there's a lot of counters for both teams going both ways.
Yeah, there sure is. And, speaking of peel and saves and stuff like that, sure, if that Phantom Lancer does get spotted out, he's not really got too much team fight behind him either. There's a lot of single target from Hokori, whereas Beast Coast, they've got the double saves with the Oracle and the Tusk. They've got Underlord and Phoenix who can set up for some decent choke point team fights. Do you reckon this is going to be a laning phase focused game for Hokori to try and take down Beast Coast? How important are those lanes for them?
It's very important that they actually try to get out of the laning stage well. They have a decent amount of their heroes. So I feel like Beast Coast are the ones who will be going on the offensive in the laning stage. I played with K1 a few games now since I've been in North America, and he always talks about the laning stage a lot. Yeah, he's like, I remember he was scolding one of our offlaners in one of the games. He's like, you gotta pick a strong offlaner to win the lane. That's what the offlaner has to do, So I assume they got the same mindset in their team as well. And that makes sense because they pick the Phoenix, they see the Wish Doctor. They're like, if we pick a melee position 3, it's gonna be very hard. Let's pick something ranged. Phoenix does pretty well.
Yeah, trade hits pretty nicely. Get up in that face of that Phantom Lancer too. It's pressure. Pressure is the name of the game. Keep that up. Keep that Phantom Lancer down. And Lumiere going to stick around bottom as 5 heroes from Beast Coast converge down towards the bottom rune spots. As we see more and more often now, it is just the top portion of the map for the Radiant, bottom for the Dire. It doesn't look like anybody's really going to go head-to-head. We'll keep it safe and sound for now.
30 seconds to battle.
Some good early vision coming down.
Yeah.
And we don't really see those mid lane wards too often anymore. It's like these new ward
Nope.
spots, you know, up on the high grounds, get some cheeky wards down.
Exactly. Like, for example, the top ward they have right now, over here, I drew the line around. That's to see if there's a carry that's trying to sneak in and take the bounty rune on the top side or the top jungle area while you're fighting over the river runes. And then you got this rune ward here that allows you to see the rune, but also wherever Hokori might be coming through, so you can just like move around in the early engagements. There's going to be a lot of fighting going on.
Oh.
Easy D ward.
Very nice fight, Gardic.
Denied it. Yep.
And that's one of the reasons we don't see those wards too often anymore. You know, these little tricks where you come into that tower aggro, you know exactly where the vision is. Immediate
Exactly.
D ward, so advantage Beast Coast. And we'll just see them filter out towards their lanes now. We'll have that mid lane, Mr. Jeans Viper up against Chris Luck, Underlord. Is that going to be a lane we look at much? Bit boring, farm tradey.
This is a very boring lane. Viper should be dominating this heavily. He actually went for poison attack level 1. I'm not so sure how I like that. It does cost a lot of mana and doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's pretty much like 4 damage a tick. Level 3 is when we're going to see a lot of pressure from the Viper come onto the Underlord.
Yeah, stick it to him. And in the side lanes, we've already seen Vitaly in that top lane. The off lane Void Spirit gets shoved away a little bit, forced to burn through some regen by Stinger. Spamming out these Fortune Ends, trying to connect with the Blood Right. Well placed.
I completely expect Beast Coast to be dominating this lane. I mean, Bloodseeker, very powerful, safe lane carry. You got the Oracle set up with the Fortune's End to be able to land your Blood Right. It's going to be a very nice lane for K1 here.
Sure is. And then down towards bottom, Phantom Lancer Witch Doctor. You can already see Schofield's job here, kind of hiding in the trees. Gardic doesn't want to play that left side of the lane, scared of the fog of war. Schofield's lurking around in it. And that leaves Whisper to farm away pretty decently on this Phoenix. Already up with 5 CS and a couple of denies as the wave is pushing towards his tower as well.
This is a very difficult lane. Even though you are a ranged core on the Phoenix, like Witch Doctor PL is not a joke. You get that Cask and then the Maledict out. With 1 Lance, you're going to be taking pretty much half your health in damage. And it's going to be very awkward to just be able to walk back into the lane. You're going to need to be ferrying out a lot of regen. Top,
Well, nicely done.
another bit of a skirmish here, you know. Heroes getting low.
They are. And more regen coming in. What do we got? Bit of clarities there. No actual HP regen for the Radiant team. So it's going to be that Bloodseeker sticking around.
Dire's courier.
Courier snipe, though. K1 loses out on it as he does chase down the Mirana a little bit. Gotta be wary of that Void Spirit, though, Stinger.
Everyone's so low here. Yeah, but Stinger, he's got that healing salve. And we're going to be seeing a lot of
rune spot. Oh, he doesn't have Snowball, does he? Mr. Jeans, very good TP.
He's out. He's just a level 2 Tusk with a shard. Now Misha gonna suicide top into the tier 2 tower, get a free TP. You know, Gary, it's really bad to like just walk back to base and TP out now because of how much the TP scroll costs. It's better to just suicide, to be honest.
Yeah, you get a free TP bottom. Lumiere tag team with the Fiery Spirits. No doppelganger. But that final touch. Whisper getting first blood in that Phantom Lancer lane. Maledict is taking the Tusk, but he looks just fine to walk it off. Oh, top lane. They do have that Remnant with the arrow well placed on Stinger. Good combination there. Vitaly with El Misho.
At last, Mirana coming back in with the full resources. Like, that's the best part about Suicide, right? Like, you're back to base quicker, plus you get that free TP scroll, which literally costs 100 gold. So you still have another TP available to go to some other lane if needed, without having to spend it. So we're going to be seeing a lot of that in this patch, Gary.
A lot of running into towers, running into neutral camp. Like, you don't want to run into a neutral camp anymore, do you? You do want to deny
It's 26 seconds. Exactly. If you run into neutral camp, it's 26 seconds. You run into a tower, it's just based off the level that you're at.
Oh, there's that mid lane rotation in. Schofield makes it work. Trapping Viper inside the shards. Around the rune spawn time as well, so those water runes coming up. El Misho's going to grab one of them.
Structures are fortified.
Schofield, he realizes that staying bottom against his PL Witch Doctor, they're not going to be able to get any kills. So instead, he goes to mid, plays with the Viper. The Underlord in a losing matchup got a kill and has had like what 1 or 2 waves for free now. It's very
Scofield's
nice.
still being chased. El Micho just keeps on
wants to go up the
racing
hill?
back,
Oh,
trying to
he
get
missed
up.
it.
Oh, doesn't get the shards, pushing up. It's still
It doesn't have a
wasting a
TP,
lot of time
Gary.
of this Mirana though. As bottom lane, they are going to jump onto the Phoenix. Never mind, that's not looking like a kill. Schofield, he's escaped, so Tusk is out of there.
Yeah, and I think the big problem here is Void Spirit is alone top when they were doing pretty decently up here. And now K1, he's pulled ahead by a lot.
Oh, he has. And that Maelstrom for him is going to be so vitally important against the Phantom Lancer too. This is his farm accelerator, it's his PL counter.
Radiant's
Most
Gardic
definitely.
being
killed.
toyed with a little bit by Whisper's Phoenix. There is a Tusk here with some
Nice shard.
beautiful ice shards. And that'll set up for a kill there. Whisper going to be able to take it down with the help of Schofield. Phantom Lancer rushes back towards him, and Mirana has come into the bottom lane, but a dive away will allow Whisper to escape with the arrow. He's walked into it.
Okay.
Interesting. He's still looking all
Lance.
right, but that Phantom Lance. And Lumiere comes back in. Schofield's going to get back to his tower with 9 stick charges. They don't want to follow through. At least a turnaround for them.
Very nice spellcasting from both sides there. The ice shards, the arrow, you don't really got any setups for these. Gotta make sure you land them if you want to secure the kills. And that's a pretty big kill onto the Phoenix there. That was a level 5 Phoenix kill. Phantom Lancer just about to hit 5, so he's very happy about that, getting that fire spirits here out of the lane.
Oh, look at them all guarding this mid lane. Like, Mirana's come in, guarding runes. Witch Doctor's there, trying to de-ward. The regen, though, in the hands of Chris Luck, and now Viper's been left alone. So
Mr.
even though you
Jeans.
had both of the supports here, Mr. Jeans has walked up to that rune spot. Snowball inside the pit. El Micho trying to save
Still
him,
good.
turning on to Chris Luck. They got the Malady and the Cask bouncing back in, but they get the Viper regardless. Chris Luck battling with Gardic with a good Firestorm. Schofield tapping him down. A double kill for the Underlord, and El Micho, just going to leap to high ground. A 2-for-1. All things said and done. And look at top
lane
lane.
two.
In goes K1. Stinger's there. You can make burst down though. Vitali does get the kill before the fall. And K1 is struggling to take down the Void Spirit. But he finally gets the job done.
Radiant's middle tower is
Wow.
under attack.
Oh, what's
not
happening
done.
bottom lane, hey? All 3 lanes, buddy. Phantom Lance is running. Mid lane, El Micho is trying to escape from Schofield. Everywhere you look, there is
Got a
bloodshed.
shard.
And trapped inside. El Micho, you're done for. Schofield claims it.
Man, Schofield is creating so much space right now. He got the Mirana, made the Viper chase him. He's out. This is insane. Like that mid fight, if that last hit on the Viper off, and that looked like a high roll on his damage there, the Viper would have just turned around and killed both of them. Because you just have to make a little bit of space. You can kite them with the poison attack. So very fortunate there for Beast Coast.
There's no doppelganger. He's already used it. Schofield was lurking
Schofield's
there. He's
back.
stuck around, and Gardic's going to drop as well. Whisper gets a double off the back of it. And again, that's,
Look at this
like
man.
you say, that is Schofield.
Yup. He's 1-0-7, Gary. 7 minutes into the game. He's been part of 8 kills. So he's pretty much produced a kill a minute so far on Schofield. Like this guy, he's one of the best for sure. He's like rank 13, I think, in North American leaderboards as a support player. And sometimes he plays 5, not only 4.
Yeah, some godly stuff. Like, multiple times now, he's kind of behind enemy lines at, 40%, top lane. Arrow slides past them. K1 does throw the Rupture onto the Void Spirit. Oracle going to TP, reacting to Hokori. We're going to bring another one up here, Tusk as well. Oh, it's going to be a battle, isn't it? In comes Mr. Jean's Viper. There's the Fortune's End. Vitali going for the Remnant, but misses on the Bloodseeker. Now the tag team. Arrow slides between the Oracle and Tusk. Mr. Jean's there, but inside the Bloodright, there'll be 3 heroes connected upon. The Oracle does die.
Mr.
And I
Jeans
think Mr.
hurts.
Jean's, he'll have Schofield here. El Micho leaps forward. A couple more touches. No way can this man be
what?
allowed to escape.
No.
Schofield
No,
with a
not
juke.
again.
His TP's on cooldown, but they've got him. The Star Storm and the final touch, Mr. Jeans. Thank God.
But if you look on the other side of the map, Gary, you got Chris Luck farming away. Phoenix also having a pretty chill time right now. He's level 8 already on the Phoenix. So although you have the Tusk who rotated out of the bottom lane very early, the Phoenix is still winning bottom in terms of experience. By a lot, I would say.
Yeah, looks like he's having a great time. He's got 1,000 gold
got
saved
4
up too
kills.
towards the Spirit Vessel. I'm thinking about
Huge item.
the items and the timings. You look at Chris Luck, and Rod of Atos is well on its way too.
Yep. It's
They're
gonna
probably
be
gonna
very
have,
nice. What is it, Gary? What are they gonna have?
Just a really nice kind of synchronized timing with these items. Like Bloodseeker's a little, he's got his Maelstrom, he's a little bit ahead of the curve, but then everyone else is going to come together really nicely.
Oh, for sure. And you want your Bloodseeker to be ahead, right? Like, this guy is just gonna non-stop be farming the jungle, let his team make all the space. They might be rotating bottom soon, though, to try and take this tower. I think without the Bloodseeker and Underlord, it's gonna be very hard.
Can they stop the
Gardic
TP?
is dead.
With a snowball, they can. Easy peasy. Whisper
no
on a killing
mana as
spree,
well.
and K1 finds El Micho. He's so speedy. Bloodseeker just sprinting across the map. Runes belong to Beast Coast. Invis grabbed up by Chris Luck. So it looks like bottom tier 1 just going to get pushed by Phoenix. Mid lane, they've got pressure from the two cores, the Underlord and the Bloodseeker. What's the plan for Hokori? Do they sit back? Is it about weathering the storm?
The storm here. You need to be able to make some plays and get back into this game. Like, this Viper, as soon as that vessel is online, he's gonna melt in all these engagements. And they don't really have good heroes that can deal with eggs as well. So they need to be able to get some kind of kills on this Phoenix. Oh, and Micho. He's so dead here.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
That damage is substantial.
Yeah. And you could even think like, okay, maybe Void Spirit can run around, make some plays, but the moment that he's ruptured in a fight, Gary, like, he can't do anything. He's just a sitting duck.
Is under attack.
It's a rough one. Well, look, Schofield's favorite place. Down in this bot lane near the outpost. He's just he's blocking camps like, no, Phantom Lance, you're not allowed to farm this. He's even got an observer ward in it. So he's like faked the fact that he's body blocked it and kept an observer ward. But a smoke into the dire jungle. Invis rune, Chris Luck, sentry drop. They do see him now. Stunned with the cast, the Maledic there. Trapping Chris Luck. Held in place. What's the reaction from Beast Coast? It's an Oracle and a Phoenix just looking for the Gardic trade. Burst damage looking decent, but not enough. Witch Doctor's out.
You know what surprises me here is Stinger doesn't have a point in Fate's Edict yet.
Well, they're snowballing mid. Charlatan Bloodright. Oh, that was beautiful. That was really nice. And giving it to K1 as well. Viper, that key hero you're saying is meant to be doing a lot of work here. Even before, even that Spirit Vessel is definitely struggling. Beast Coast is going to 5-man down mid lane now, it looks like.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yep,
is
they're
under
feeling the momentum at the moment. You got the Viper dead. You got your Oracle ulti up and running. And it looks like K1's just gonna get out. He's like, alright guys, I don't want to waste any time hitting towers. I want more items
middle
first.
tower is under attack.
He's getting
What's he
pretty
after?
big. He's gonna go Yasha into a BKB this game. And that's gonna help him like not get broken by the Viper's Nether Toxin.
I'm sorry, I'm just watching Schofield. It's so he just ice sharded the PL so he couldn't go high ground to farm jungle
Yeah.
efficiently. Like, he really is messing with them. He's in their heads.
Not only that, not only like the PL can't farm, he's making the rest of the enemy team chase him too. So they're not farming either. While we're just
Come on,
watching
then.
this PL. Oh man, Schofield. He's
4
okay though with
heroes?
this. He's so happy with this.
Kill me!
It's so
Go
much
on.
space. Wait, he's not
I
dead
dare
yet.
you! He's just buying so much time.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
That is. And we're gonna see that ticker at the top like go to like 4K in about 20 seconds, I think. Because Hokori just spent about 30 seconds killing that Tusk
Yeah, the
with
last
4
four
heroes
Tusk.
in the same spot.
I do get some good vision in that triangle though.
Okay, here we go.
Smoke up from
Vitaly
Mirana,
top.
Witch Doctor.
Are they gonna rupture him?
Looks
Bam.
like it. Under vision of the creep wave. And in we go. Burst down within an inch of his life. And inside the Bloodright, even with an Ether Remnant, still slain. As bottom lane, they do get
Viper
the Pit of
bottom
Malice
two.
onto the Viper, sharded up, and that Spirit Vessel's going. And you said it, he just doesn't stand a chance. Turns and fights, but the Supernova and
Oh, wow.
that
Chris
sliced down. But look at the Underlord. Maledict on him. That's level 4 Maledict, but still going to lose the Witch Doctor. Mirana with one leap has a second charge coming off cooldown in a second or so.
Radiant's top tower.
Beast
is under
Coast.
attack.
They can't really continue
Whisper,
naturally. So the cut off from Whisper, double leaps expended. In comes Schofield, there's the cut, stopping him from retreating. Snowball forward, Vitaly thinking about the jump and the Ether Remnant, does get on top of Schofield, but he dodges the Remnant, and they've got the save from Stinger if need be, healing and saving with a false promise. Nothing lost at all. I want a regen rune top
space.
2.
Yep, they're up 5k gold now. And this is something that we're going to be seeing a lot, Gary, this game. In this patch, is the Bloodseeker against the Void Spirit. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, dive, a
He gave himself
snowball, a
stop.
bit of malice. There's a good punch from Schofield. Mr. Jeans just died 3 times in quick succession. It's not been a good look for him, but he should be able to find
Rupture's
Schofield here
incoming.
under the tier 1 tower. And K1, yeah, he's got Maelstrom, Yasha, Rupture on Vitali. Nice Moonlight Shadow, but the sentry's there from Beast Coast, so they come in and destroy them. One by one, the dominoes just topple down.
Tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under
As soon as the Bloodseeker gets a Rupture onto the Void, it just feels like you just instantly win the fight. And this is what I mean. You're going to see a lot of Bloodseeker versus Void because the Void can't use his Astral Step to get away from the Rupture. He will take an insane amount of damage when he does that, unlike his brothers, Storm Spirit and Ember. Those 2 heroes are considered pretty good against Bloodseeker, but not Void.
Next change, Void Spirit's invulnerable during Astral Step.
That'd be pretty crazy.
So now a lot of the Hokori eggs are in this Phantom Lancer basket. He's got his Manta, working towards Diffusal Blade, but he is 4th in net worth right now, Theban.
Oh man, 4th, and that means it's the enemy for 3 other heroes, right? That are ahead of him. No one on his team is ahead, so it's pretty much a single core Phantom Lancer at this point, trying to finish what item he can to be able to battle
Playing
into
from behind.
Beast Coast.
They'll catch the Oracle. Schofield's trying to get in there with maybe a snowball save. He tanks the Remnant. Nice dodge of the arrow, too, as the Death Ward not finishing off Stinger. So a snowball to the high ground and the punch onto El Misho. Beast Coast reacting beautifully. Maledict not going to tick down. Tusk is saved again by the Oracle, as mid lane, they do ping out K1. Hokori have realized there are a lot of Beast Coast heroes bottom, but they just can't find this man. K1 wanders into the jungle, continues farming.
It's really rough. Hokori are not able to find the opening that they need. They're not sure which part of the map they need to play on as well to try and make something happen while this Phantom Lancer is just farming. And I need to mention, Gary, this PO has a Manta first item, and he bought this for like the Silence and the Fortune's End, or maybe even to dispel the Fire Spirit so he can hit the egg, but this is a very lackluster item for PL these days. Normally, I see the Sanjin Yasha, Diffusal, plus Heart build come out. So he got that status assist. It's very nice. But with Manta alone, he's not going to be able to fight.
Oh, Gardic. He just wants to come and D-ward, man. He does have a Shadow Amulet, but so much AoE spill damage from Beast Coast. Make it look easy. We've got a Yule Scepter up from Vitali. Schofield again in his favourite position on the map. Just get a snowball and the Sunray's there. Rod of Atos going to catch up the Mirana as Oracle's being chased by Mr. Jeans. In a 1v1, the Oracle is not actually losing, so they'll slap down El Misho and in comes K1. The TP from Viper, it is successful. Back into Fountain, but the rest of his team might not have the same luxuries. It's just the Mirana that dies. Void Spirit does slip away, but it is that overwhelming presence of Beast Coast on the map.
Exactly. They realize they are so far ahead right now. You just got to keep running at Hokori. Make them entertain you so they're not farming any creeps on the map. Maybe the Phantom Lancer's farming you a little bit, but that's okay. It was just one hero. But this could be the opening, Gary. Chris Lucky doesn't have mana to ulti out yet.
And it's a great cask. Honestly, really nicely done. Balancing between Phoenix and the Underlord. Jump away from the Void Spirit. Now a Viper Strike onto Schofield. Forces the TP, but that's a lot of magic damage ticking him down. And that was the opening. 2 tasty kills, forcing Whisper to dive away too.
Yep, they finally catch a break, Gary. Get 2 solid kills, get this bottom map back. Maybe they can get some sentries and D-ward whichever vision is down here as well. PL like making his way towards that diffusal. He's almost there. True.
Even though you get Beast Coast to like relinquish control of that bottom part of the map. Is Mirana fine? Yeah, she's fine. It does feel as though with BKB Bloodseeker, they're just going to come back again and like redouble their efforts. Maybe think about the Roshan fight next. So we'll see what this Radiant team does get up to in the next minute or two.
Most definitely. That's their next timing with the BKB. It's completed. He's already got 1,000 gold since then. I mean, he's had to chill out a little bit while the Underlord and the Tusk are reviving. But we're definitely going to be seeing some kind of a smoke come out here now with this BKB Bloodseeker. You don't want to let this PL just constantly hit his timings and then wait for that fight to occur. Although he does have his Diffusal finish now. This PL is quite strong at this point.
Nice Moonlight Shadow and Smoke Pop by El Misho. Beast Coast don't get the free opening, but they might get the free kill on Mirana. The backstab from the Phantom Lancer, though, they do kill Stinger. Well played by Lumiere as the snowball doesn't accomplish much, and Beast Coast now, they're in retreat mode. They've got to fall back. There's the jump with the Yules on the Phoenix. Taunted up as well with the Remnant. Can't get off the egg. The BKB from K1, it doesn't do anything against the Death Ward pinging at you. That right-click damage, pretty substantial, but he has managed to slip back with the help of Chris Luck's Pit. They hold Hokori out for a little second, but yeah, Void Spirit just keeps on chasing. Bloodright Throne, but he's hit with that root, and he doesn't have team behind him. They might find Schofield still lurking in the shadows.
Really good job.
Nice Remnant. Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, that was really good decision on Schofield to run the bottom side, make the Void Spirit think about who he's going to chase. Vitaly, he really wanted a core kill, but he realized that his team is way too far away. He wouldn't be able to Astral Step and get that Yules off as it was cooling down. So he tried to go for Schofield instead, and then he ended up getting nobody. But that was a huge win nonetheless. Lumiere, he finds the Oracle first, and that's exactly what he's got to do in every fight. If the Oracle doesn't die, you're not going to be able to kill anybody else.
Yeah, it's beautifully. He just found that perfect angle. He just like bypassed everyone else. 4 heroes in front of the Oracle. Gets straight on top of it.
You know what, Gary? It was looking really rough early game for Hokori, but I think they've made it back into this game. They've stopped the bleeding. It's down to like what, 4k, 5k-ish going now at 21 minutes. That's not too big of a deal. Plus, they got this Phantom Lancer, who a lot of people are saying is the best carry of the patch at the moment.
A little bit busted. What's there? What makes him so broken or powerful?
I think it's just the small buffs, like he's gone, plus that shard. That shard does a lot of damage. Increases Spirit Lance illusion damage by 50% and cast range by 200. So we've also seen this Octarine core on PL just constantly casting those Spirit Lances, letting the illusions build up.
And down goes Schofield mid. And Vitaly's there to take him. But yeah, like in the previous patch, it was like Aghanim Scepter with Octarine, right? People were toying with that. Now it's Aghanim Shard. Super nice.
Plus it bounces too, like, so it's pretty nice. I mean, we're gonna see, I think after the Heart of Tarask, we're gonna see him buy the Lance. Assuming he knows that it's an incredibly good item right now.
I'm sure he knows. He'll be aiming for that for sure. Oh, Beast Coast slowed down now a little bit.
Yeah. And I don't think that's what they want right now. They need to keep at it. They need to keep running into Hokori and keep them down, because if they don't, they're going to be not, I wouldn't say out farm. They'll probably be farming at the same speed, but this Phantom Lance is just going to keep getting stronger and stronger. One Bloodseeker is not going to be enough to deal with him.
Especially when they've gone these double BKBs, like Chris Luck has a fresh one. Still 8 seconds on the Bloodseekers. And they will take down that bottom tier too. It looks like the Hokori in a good spot here to take top jungle, pressure tier 2, and then control the Roshan area. As they do swing up northwards. Hey, look at this Beast Coast smoke. I think they've got a pretty good idea of where they're heading.
Yeah, this pause is going to help Hokori, like, think about where Beast Coast might be on the map right now and the potential moves that's going to be occurring. Maybe Schofield can throw a shard on these illusions middle, maybe throw off a little bit of Hokori's calculations as to where Beast Coast could be coming from.
Because what are the options for Beast Coast? Like farm jungle, farm back into triangle doesn't seem like a very Beast Coasty thing to do, does it?
No.
Smoking
it's not
across the map and hunting for blood.
Yeah. Exactly. They got to hunt right now. They got to get a kill. They got to get Roshan. Those are the important steps at the moment. You can't just go to these tier 2 towers and just expect Hokori to just give it up. You need to get this Aegis first on your Bloodseeker.
I think Gardick's got it. There it is. Second time. He's drawn the lines perfectly. Purple's like, stop drawing on my map.
That's what happens in pauses, Gary. It gives a lot of time for some people to figure out what's really going on.
And Gardick's going to come stand on the top of the staircase, tank the gank.
Oh, it's
Hi,
an Nimbus,
guys! Ooh, walk straight past the Bloodseeker. Glimmer Cape.
He's good.
No rupture. He's fine. He sees them all coming. Real nice. Vitaly, please don't die. Please don't stick around too long. No! The Root Stinger. Really nice play. Does get the jump away with a double astral step. And it looks like the TP is going to get him out of that.
Hashtag space, baby.
Under attack.
Viper TP's out too. And that full map length rotation from Beast Coast, it does put them in the Roche pit, which is something to be said.
This is where you should have Hokori like prepared to smoke right back into them. They haven't really used any smokes here either. I'm pretty sure they have one. I just don't know where it is.
One on Mirana.
Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. We got to get that smoke going. But he's bottom, and now they're going to give up a free Roshan. This is a poor prediction from Hokori's side as to what Beast Coast may be doing. You definitely want to be there with your BKB Viper, with your Phantom Lancer. You know, he's kind of tanky, although he doesn't have that Reaver for the heart completion yet. You still want to be spamming them down, like slow them down. Buy time for your Phantom Lancer to finish his item.
Yeah, at least just going to chip away at them.
Oh, Micho. TP out. He's good.
Out of that.
Classic. TP away from Bloodseeker.
There's no stopping that. Right. It's an Aegis Bloodseeker now with, Mjolnir is 100 gold away.
Big item.
Good answers.
Very big item. You can drop that active onto the Underlord or on yourself. So when all those illusions are hitting you, you always have a chance to proc the Fork Lightning from the Mjolnir. And that can do a lot of damage in the fights.
I've not heard that name in a long time. The Forked Lightning. Oh, well, Misho. Still plenty of leaps to go. That's Mirana. It's forcing Beast Coast's hand here. They are dragging them towards that tier 2 mid lane. Now Vitali thinking about his options of initiation. Where is the Phantom Lancer? He is slipping down from that top sharp into the mid lane with heart completed.
Very nice ward from Schofield. He just dropped. And if Gardic, okay, good. He got that D ward instantly because that could be like a game-winning ward from Beast Coast. But on top of, he notices where Beast Coast came by. He's like, I have a feeling there could be a ward here.
I know where you guys have been. I'm going to throw down some sentries for you. Punch forward.
Hard initiation.
A jump on the Viper. Mr. Jeans, BKB's up, and that Death Ward is going wild. Mr. Jeans and TP home. He's into Fountain. Beast Coast, they are pretty deep under this tier 2 mid lane. Pit of Malance from Chris Luck. Still at about half HP with a good Supernova. Where's the focus from Hokori? Chris Luck with the ulti, trying to unload Dark Grip home, but he's dead before he gets it off. Aegis down, and Bloodseeker, he needs to run away. Chase on towards the Oracle. Low HP and destroyed by Lumiere. Phantom Lancer with a double kill, and now Beast Coast, what do? You've lost your Aegis, you popped your BKBs, and you are running, tail between legs.
Oh, man. This is a disaster. I think K1 is feeling the pressure right now. He went in onto that Viper. The worst thing that happened out of all of that, Gary, is that the Bloodseeker popped his BKB, didn't get a kill. Right now, it's down to 7 seconds already. This is a single core Bloodseeker. He cannot afford these mid-game fights to be lost.
Oh, Vitali? He's going in. He 4 stabs, he jumps, he finds Schofield. Aggression from Hokori. That's what we like to see. The stack charge on the Schofield, but he's been arrowed and slain. Hokori for a tier 2 mid lane now. And honestly, with the Phantom Lancer at the state he's at, with his Heart of Taras coming up, seemingly unkillable. No one's been able to touch him so far.
Yep. Where's the shard, Gary? He's going for a butterfly first.
No. Come on.
Right. Let me see some of that shard action. It's actually insanely good. And it's so cheap. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's waiting for the second Roshan. And he's going to get that shard for free.
That's the game plan.
It's probably not what he's doing, but, you know, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
What's he going to do? Buy Butterfly, buy Octarine, get a free shard.
Yeah.
Getting out of that top lane.
Gary. Something real funny. Phantom Lancer, you know, with his little doppelganger can break trees, but Macropyre can't, right?
Yeah.
You read that Reddit post?
Yeah, I saw that.
About how this,
the potentially pure damage, massive burning lava fire pit can't break trees, but a little Catman can. And they changed a lot of those tree breaking things, didn't they?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A little bit odd. Keep the trees alive. There's enough deforestation with Timbersaw in the game.
I mean, actually, he changed his item build. Not going for the butterfly, going for a basher now, and into an abyssal blade. That's a mistake. We were legit just talking about that earlier, how abyssal blade feels like such an awful item now, because you need to be right on top of the hero to be able to use it. if they walk away even a little bit, it doesn't go off. And suddenly your hero's like bugging out, you know, he's just standing there.
What do I do?
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very awkward. I hope they fix that somehow. At least give it like 100 cast range, maybe.
Something.
You know? Yeah, you don't want to see carries buying Aether Lens just to be able to use their Abyssal Blade.
Come now. Oh, you might get
Oh,
a
Stinger?
core going.
That's a big
Vitaly
kill.
just keeps jumping, diving deep. That arrow there, and Phantom Lancer with El Misho takes it. Hokori not done just yet. There's the Yule
Whisper,
Scepter.
though.
Chris Luck might have to BKB up. Whisper, he's got Supernova level 3 ready. Good blood right, and on top of them with the Shiva's Guard, and there's the egg. Getting on top of this Hokori side, Gardeck's gone. Viper running, and the kill on Vitaly puts Beast Coast in a position where they can keep chasing for more.
That was such a nice bait.
They've got the Viper.
In position.
He's got a BKB. He turns to
Buyback.
fight, and the buyback from
gotta
Gardeck.
get Chris
Dark
Luck.
Rift used up. Underlord needs to get the hell out of here. He doesn't want to fight anymore, so Beast Coast, they fall away as the burning damage on Marana. Glimmer caped up, saved with the Voodoo Restoration just about.
Good decision from Beast Coast just to actually take the fight after the Oracle died, but with their positioning, it made it possible, right? You had the Phoenix and the Tusk ready to just punish one hero that's running in, and then afterwards, they got the Witch Doctor buyback too, so they got another potential big death timer that could be coming out for Beast Coast if they kill off this Gardeck and try to open up the game through that. We also see a Shiva's on the Phoenix, Gary. That's a nice item against the Phantom Lancer. And going for a Radiant Sex. Okay, so we're gonna have a dual core now. But the second core is a Phoenix.
Interesting. See, I was thinking about Radiance on his Underlord potentially against the Phantom
Yeah, that's
Lancer.
what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Whisper,
Well,
though.
Whisper's gonna
He's
get
got
it.
other plans.
That's my item. They are chasing the PL. Lumiere. Moonlight Shadows up. Dusted. Pops the Manta. Trying to slip away. No teammates anywhere nearby, so it looks like the Phantom Lancer will die up here.
Wow, that damage.
Sunray.
Incredible. It's double percentage base, right? The Firestorm and the Sunray. And then you also got the Vessel. So triple percentage base.
True.
So that heart ain't doing work if you get hit with those skills.
That's bonkers. He's dead for 60 seconds. Like, what can Beast Coast do here? Is this a high ground push, or like wait for
Definitely.
Roshan in a minute?
No, this is the perfect time to force the Phantom Lancer buyback. 31-minute buyback. You know, the PL's only got like 3.5 items, sort of. So if you get him to buyback right now, his game is going to be real rough after that. And then you can control up Roshan.
Yeah, I guess it's like you said with the Witch Doctor death and buyback as well, right? It's like compounded that fact. With Roshan coming up not too far away, they will just go and take that tier 3 tower. They've got a catapult wave going. Barracks, so they're dropping too. Viper Courier just chilling in the trees. They lose that top lane completely though. No buyback from PL, just letting it go. And they know with a tier 2 still standing, they don't really have to commit for anything there. Just let Beast Coast come and take what they want. We'll fight for the next Roshan.
They had to do that. I mean, the PL had to give up the racks. If he buys back, Underlord is just going to pop that Dark Rift right away. They're going to group up, get out. Hokori have no way of stopping all 5 heroes from escaping. So you don't want your PL to have his game completely stopped from the buyback. So he's going to give up one side and play for the Roshan now. And we also see Underlord finishing Radiance. So he beat Phoenix to it. Whisper's like, oh, gosh darn it. I really wanted a Radiance. And now he's just going to go for a Hex, Sight of Ice instead.
Just a race to Radiance. Like, whoever can buy it first can be allowed to take it. And a snap smoke from Beast Coast. Chris Luck leading that charge. PL Illusion's not going to pop the smoke, so they don't fall for that bait. 2 heroes up in that top left corner. Vitaly, El Misho. They might find the Witch Doctor and the Viper. Schofield. Oh, Mr. Jeans in the trees. Shiver's Guard and a dive there and give the vision they need. Viper. He's been tagged by that Sunray. They're going to pop the BKB on Underlord there. Chris Luck making sure it doesn't take too much damage. And K1 has found the backstab for the little Witch Doctor a little further south. Man, Mr. Jeans is pretty tanky, eh? It took a while for 4 of the Beast Coast heroes to actually kill him off.
Yeah, but still 2 very big kills. That's 1 minute on Viper and the Witch Doctor. They don't even need to think about Roshan. They can just go to the high ground now. Once again. It's going to be about 20 seconds, I want to say, on the Viper and the Witch Doctor. Once they reach the tier 3. And Hokori are going to have to make some kind of decision here. And this again, Gary. Like, he doesn't have a shard on the PL. If he had a shard, he could be sitting in the base, constantly throwing those lances out on these heroes. And those illusions do a lot of damage too. Oh,
yeah, it's like
they
we
got
used
him
to.
Misha in the base. He tried to TPL. He got
In the
cancelled by
base, in the bloody fountain. El Misho, do we have buyback? We do, forcing two Beast Coast heroes back to the base as the mid lane. K1 Stinger going to get jumped in here by Vitaly. Void Spirit catching the Oracle. Dark Rift is coming and K1 turns to face. Lumiere and Vitaly there out of their base. Oh, the Underlord throws the pit, but it's a quick Manta. With a Rupture on Lumiere, he'll walk back to his tier 4s. Schofield, what's he up to? He's thinking about chasing that. Gets used up, tagged by the Remnant, so dragged into the tier 4 towers as the cask and the buybacks come. El Misho's there, Mr. Jeans unable to save his barracks. So Beast Coast, they get the job done. They come in, they claim what they came for, and Schofield, the only casualty of war.
Wow, okay. That could have been really bad for Beast Coast. Chris Luck actually TP'd on a range creep that had 1 hit left, but nobody noticed that. If they had been able to kill that creep off and then went into the fight, it would have been so sweet for Hokori. But in the end, they lose 1 range Rax, Mirana bought out, Oracle bought out. Hokori, their opening here is to try and get rid of this Oracle in the next engagement.
Oh, Chris Luck, shiny golden god, supernova behind him with the sun ray going. PL, he's trying to focus the egg, but he can't do it. Lumiere's got a BKB going. He's trying to run away now, but unfortunately, he's just being tracked back by all these Beast Coast heroes. Dead for a minute and a half, and it looks like Tusk has found a bonus kill. Snowballing forward, he's going to tag up onto Mr. Jeans, forces out the BKB, but some beautiful shards there. Trap him on the low ground. Mr. Jeans turns though. Chris Luck, he's being slaughtered by the Viper. Stinger doesn't have a false promise anymore. Just get the things he can get over onto himself, and El Misho inside that pit, unable to deal with K1, who does pop the Manta and slaps down Mr. Jeans. Chasing Gardic, snowballs there. They've got the vision on him somehow, chasing Witch Doctor all the way back into that Radiant Triangle area now. There's options for Beast Coast. Roshan, high ground, endgame.
Looks like Roshan is going to be their choice here. They don't know if the Phantom Lancer has a buyback or not. He did not use it earlier. You don't want to just go into the high ground, force 2 buybacks, maybe lose a hero, and then the enemy gets the Roshan. Just get the Aegis now, get the shard, the cheese, everything, and then you can just steal this game here. But they're doing both, Gary. They got the Underlord and the Phoenix, also taking the Rax's mid.
So many options. Let's do all of them. I've even got a couple of couriers over by their shop, waiting for some big items to come. Hey up.
There's Sentry.
El Misho. They see you, buddy. Oh, who's that shard for?
From the Mirana. Oh man, I kind of wish he didn't do that, because his teammates are all alive now. They could have defended his bottom Rax, but now they got to fight 4 versus 5 without the Mirana.
Underlord just dark rifts into the mid lane on another range creep. Down into the bot lane we go. So we've got the Aghanim Shard, Firestorm. Underlord can now self-target.
Oh, that's really scary. You're just gonna run at the PL with that Firestorm on you.
Stay right on top of him. Oh, they're ruptured. Mr. Jeans in the back. The dive from Lumiere, finding Stinger. Oracle nearly dead. Pops from the Astral Step. Lumiere down half HP and forced to BKB yet again. PL defensive BKB, but they popped the Aegis of K1. Viper struck, Death Ward down, he throws the Blood Right, and he's a tanky beast, this Bloodseeker, and he's got a Sun Ray to heal him up, as well as Chris Luck.
Chris, buyback.
Viper, BKB wearing off. Schofield might be the easy pick there as he walks straight over his shards with the spider legs. Still not going to be able to find him just yet,
nice
as
blink.
he snowball blinks away to the left-hand side.
Wow, impressive blink there from Schofield. He's out.
He is.
Nonetheless, Gary, Hokori do manage to hold. They got that kill on the Oracle, who did die back there, so he's dead for another 40 more seconds. Hokori, you know, they live to fight another day. Hopefully now he will buy a shard, maybe?
Phantom Lancer, please. No, he's just got Abyssal Blade queued up.
Okay. Yeah, he's having a lot of issues right now. Sorry, I just wanted to mention, like, he's having a lot of issues fighting into this Radiance, Firestorm, Phoenix, Sunray, all this nonsense, like AoE damage, and Shivas.
He's always feeling like he's an item behind us. Tusk walking into a little move from Hokori. Chris Luck gonna slip away from the arrow. Pin of Malice there, and he does have a BKB off cooldown now if they want to continue this fight. There's the Mirana falling quickly, and K1, he's holding his BKB as Chris Luck pops the cheese. Still alive as the
Phoenix?
Blood Right tags Mr. Jeans, and Phoenix, it is focused down. Stinger forced to go Scepter up. Fortune's End there onto
Looks
the
pretty
PL,
good.
and himself, he gets a flicker off. The False Promise ready too. He's going to have to expend it on himself. He's flickering away, he's jumping. He's trying to escape from the
Super
PL
dead.
as the rest of Beast Coast, they are trying to escape. K1 is actually in
BK1.
trouble. The BKB Viper going
Yules.
wild on him, and the Yules to cancel the TP as well. Stinger has fallen to the Phantom Lancer, and K1 is dropping. Vitali battling under this Nether Toxin, and that's the Bloodseeker dead for 100 seconds.
That's so nice from Hokori there. They go in, they find the Tusk, they find the Phoenix. The Phoenix, I think he didn't have the Supernova up quite yet, and boom. They get the kill on him. Oracle, you know, he's trying to run away while the Bloodseeker and Underlord are going. Like, the split fight for Beast Coast is not good for them. They need to be together, right? The split fight benefits Hokori very well because the Phantom Lancer can now go onto the back line, not have to deal with the Bloodseeker, not have to deal with this Radiance and the Firestorm constantly hitting him. So, another breath of life here for Hokori. This is going to help them get to their next item. And this Viper is starting to become a real problem, Gary. Especially for K1.
I mean, it's like looking at the damage numbers, I didn't quite expect the Void Spirit to be doing so much damage. Like, you're looking at the Bloodseeker doing about 5k, Phantom Lancer about 5k, and Void Spirit's up there as well, doing about 4,500 in that last fight, just chasing people down.
Yep. And they might want to give this Flicker, like, you know, the Flicker's a real nice item now, Gary. You can control where it goes. It's not random anymore, so it's quite sweet. And I hope he gives it to the Phoenix. I feel like getting that Supernova off, purging off all these effects going on to the Phoenix is going to be far more important at the moment.
Yeah, try and save that Phoenix.
Are scanning.
That's a dire scan into their own triangle. Just a couple of PL illusions over there. What is that? I hope the stream couldn't hear that, but hello.
I don't know, Gary.
Someone's phone going
Sorry
off.
about that.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. Wasn't me. But yeah, Hokori now wrestling a bit of map control. It doesn't feel like that last fight didn't feel as though, you know, they're 2 racks down. They've got a boot on them. You know, it felt pretty good for them just charging out of their base and looking for team fights.
Yeah, for sure. And now they brought the gold lead down to 3k. You know, they're really starting to hit their strides on Hokori, even though they are down 2 racks. As the Phantom Lancer, like, this Bloodseeker was quite ahead, but he's 6 slotted now. He doesn't really have much more room to grow. I mean, maybe he can get Aghanims, eat it, but that's so much and so far away. Normally, you would want just Roshan to drop that for you, get it for free, hold buyback gold.
Scanning.
The later this game goes, I think it's actually getting harder and harder for Beast Coast. They need
That's why
to
they need
do
the smoke to
something.
pay off.
Yeah, they got to get like a solid kill on a hero who doesn't have buyback and try to take from there.
They don't have their Tusk. Equally, Hokori doesn't have their Mirana if a fight does kick off in that middle portion of the map. So it looks like they'll make the jump on El Misho instead of forcing a battle elsewhere. But a Lotus, a Leap, Yule Scepter used up, some shards from Schofield. El Misho does jump away with so much mobility now, having a Blink Dagger. And Beast Cones don't get anything. Kill-wise. It does mean Hokori are all kind of nestled down, though, back towards their base. And waves.
How do you feel
Starting
about
to
this
meet up on them.
refresher Underlord, Gary?
Why?
You get double
pit?
firestorms, right? Double pit
firestorm,
sounds
yeah.
insane against the PL. Imagine you just drop the double pit on the PL and he just can't move. He can't get out. Just one after the
Yeah.
other, popping off.
Good luck with that. Pit, Rod of Atos, Pit.
Yeah.
That seems alright. I guess he's got a bunch of Firestorm talents as well.
Yep. Once he's level 25 too, he's gonna what do you Pit of Malice Root or the bonus damage? Because the bonus damage is quite a lot for your team. Like, look at him right now. He's got 320 bonus damage. He gets that 40%. His teammates are gonna all hit for like what 120-ish damage. Or what?
Yeah, no. Oh my god, that PL. Very nearly snowballed on. Does get himself back to Fountain. But yeah, like a Bloodseeker, like you say, with that buff up, attacking as quickly as he does. It's pretty massive. El Misho's in a nice position here for a couple of reasons. Gets the kill on the courier. He's going to force this Beast Coast side to all group up. Unfortunately, it's taken a little too long for the rest of his team to come in. They wanted to collapse on that area.
That's a little too deep for me, Gary, especially on this Mirana. And now, that's 70 seconds. Hokori won't have one of their heroes. They need to do something. I don't think they can allow Beast Coast to enter the base, though, if they do decide to push bottom. But it looks like they have intentions of just playing for Roshan instead.
It looked like one of those situations where it's a little too deep, but you know, a second and a half could have been the difference between Mirana living or dying, and then, you know, the entirety of Hokori actually gathering up and fighting. Got it.
Found the Oracle.
They do grab the Oracle there. Viper's going to battle with Chris Luck, but it is the Oracle chased by the PL, forcing the false promise. Deathward's going to come in onto him. The Witch Doctor still battling away as a rupture. It's thrown out. Phantom Lance is still giving chase onto Oracle, and Lumiere does claim that kill, but they've lost Vitali now. That's Skadi from Viper from the high ground down on the Underlord. PL jumping into the pit. BKB's up. The Viper focused down by the Tusk of the Bloodseeker. Mr. Jeans, he's got a Satanic, but it's not really doing it for him. Mr. Jeans is gone. Now it's all on the shoulders of this Phantom Lancer. Beast Coast down an Underlord and an Oracle, and PL is going to TP away from there, leaving his last hero, the Witch Doctor, to die to the K1 Bloodseeker.
Yeah, the Viper, Bloodseeker, I mean, the Skadi just makes the Satanic not able to heal that much. And then you got the Tusk coming in with the tag team as well to help him out, so they were able to kill him. But the PL, he went on to the Underlord, got that kill. I mean, pretty even trades overall, I would say, Gary. Like, neither teams can really do anything with these kills at the moment.
Man, it literally felt like Satanic did nothing.
Yeah, it really didn't.
I saw it on cooldown and I'm thinking, why isn't he healing?
Yeah. Got that Skadi
Spirit
effect.
Vessel, Skadi, all sorts of good stuff. We're going to see a refresher
PL.
on this Phoenix soon.
He still doesn't have a shard, Gary. What's going on? I did say there might be a chance he doesn't know how good the shard is.
Maybe now?
He's had a lot of items. It's insane how much DPS it does. It really is.
And he can't buy anything else. He's not got any slots left. How much does he needs 500 to have buyback plus shard money. I'll see what he gets up to. El Misho, yet again, being chased down by the Tusk. We've seen this before. Lotus Orb into the Snowball. Tag team and jump from Whisper there. El Misho going to leap away again. Oh, the Hex! Whispers found him, cancels TP, and they've got the shards to keep on going. Another Yule Scepter up, but down you come. A bit of a crash and a bang from Stinger's Fortune's End. And Roshan is now alive. Another 70 seconds without Mirana. Hokori can't contest.
Yeah, I think El Misho, he's got to play a little bit more careful. Like, he can't be giving up these kills this late into the game, and they're going to get another Rosh, another Age, another Aghanims here for someone. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Phoenix. Interesting.
Yeah,
so you can save someone now with that. And increases the hit counter. Very nice.
Yeah, 16 hits to destroy. Good luck.
Yeah, I think he's going to save Stinger with this. What do you think?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a good point. Save up the Oracle. So now they've got 3 saves. Snowball, False Promise, and the Supernova. I mean, Stinger has an Aeon Disc.
Got exactly an Aeon Disc, and he's going for a Crimson Guard so that the Phantom Lancer illusion doesn't do so much damage to him. Very interesting.
Some cool itemization.
Yeah, normally you would see like Aether Lens and Blink Dagger on Oracle, but it's got a different idea for this game. And I have no idea how he has so much farm, by the way. Like, the hero doesn't have a GPM talent, he doesn't have a Philosopher's Stone or anything like that. He keeps getting hunted first in every fight, but he's got a lot of damage. I mean, a lot of items.
Yeah, he's got 59 CS somehow. Not entirely sure how that's all happened. I mean, he's 3 out of 3, 10 and 15.
And you can see Schofield, he's actually like bottom of the net worth of all the heroes here. Although I feel like he's had the most amount of impact in this entire game.
Out of all the heroes, yeah.
Yeah, like net worth per impact, like this guy is like through the roof, I think.
And look at him. Is he going to pop the smoke? They do have vision here. Obs and Sentry, they see them. The Moonlight Shadow and the smoke is going to get scouted. Schofield's on the high ground. Whisper with the jump from the Tusk. They're going to try and focus Lumiere. There's the jump out from Stinger. Eon Disc already used up. Can he save himself? He does. False Promise. As Chris Locke, he's walked into a dangerous position, already losing the majority of his HP. Supernova there in the back with the Sunray going. They'll heal up the Underlord. Oh, it's not fast enough. Lumiere does find the kill, but loses his life immediately after. They do have buyback, and Phantom Lance will be forced to use it, as will the Viper likely now. Beast Coast down 2 heroes. Forcing buyback on PL feels pretty decent, but I think Hokori, they want to come out of their shell. There's Vitaly with a jump, the instant hex though. Lumiere, he needs to be speedy, find the catch, the snowball comes, dodged down by the Dissimulator, the Void Spirit. Whisper being chased down, arrowed up, and they'll get the Phoenix. Little by little, where's the PL? PL is still running around, focusing onto K1. That's the bigger kill. They've got the Bloodseeker trapped in between a million illusions, he can't run anywhere. Whisper down, K1's age is gone, and that's everyone from Beast Coast down. Schofield, what are you going to do? Blink and Snowball, save this man, get in there and dodge away? Buy some time for the Bloodseeker to run out. Bloodseeker, K1, come on, refreshes up. He's trying to run, he's trying to juke away with a BKB, but surely this PL just has so much damage that he can't get out of there.
Schofield, he's sitting under a ward. That's a gem too, Gary.
Under the ward, gem down, and that third Roshan, sure, Aegis, Cheese, Aghanim Scepter, it is meaningless when his Phantom Lancer is such a monster.
It is, but they do have one silver lining here, Gary. The PL did buy back in this fight. So if they can get another fight like that, they get rid of the PL, that is going to be the game. Because without this PL, Hokori cannot play this. And the reason why that fight went poorly to begin with for Hokori was because fighting under a ward. They ran into the Tusk with the gem, who also had the vision on the high ground, and they were able to see the PL the entire time and initiate onto him. They need another engagement like that.
I'll take that.
And then another one after it. And then maybe another one. Oh, Octarine caught. On top of Eon Disc. For that Void Spirit now. 3,500 HP on Vitaly. Tanky old boy.
They got 30 more seconds. Yeah, they should just try to get whatever they can on this map right now. Are we going to see tier 5 items this game, Gary? What do you think?
It feels like it, doesn't it? Because I'm not sure that Hokori have what it takes to break high ground right here, right now, or even in the next 3-4 minutes. I'm not sure Beast Coast is going to be able to crack the egg that is the Radiant base. Top tier 2, pretty low on HP. Should be there for Vitaly. And what is a tier 5 item that we would like to see from one of these heroes, one of these teams?
Maybe the Seer Stone. That's quite nice for like a Witch Doctor. He can just sit really far out in the fight, cast some skills. Or Oracle Seer Stone. That could be really nice too. I feel like the tier 5 items are sort of underwhelming for the most part.
It's like Giant's Ring or bust. Giant's Ring's the fun one.
Yeah, Giant's Ring is really good. Yeah, I think maybe some boots item for the Viper, because it's going to be 6 solid later. But he's still far away from that. He's only got 2.2k net worth. He can still upgrade his Dragon Lance, take out the wand. If he gets a boots item by 60 minutes, he can replace that Treads as well. Witch Doctor. Not like this, Witch Doctor.
Oh, dearie me. Force staffing, jumping, trying to dodge away. He does have that little switcheroo, but Garnet's gone for a minute and a half. I throw a couple of roots onto a Viper illusion now. But a 5 versus 4. Witch Doctor's buyback does come up. Trouble is this.
Vitaly, though, he is pushing bottom in. They need to think about this.
They've also got to think about the throne with no tier 4s in front of it. Like a Radiant
That's
team,
true.
that is an exposed throne. Glyph available for them. Jump in. Wow. Straight onto Stinger. Focusing the Oracle. They stun him up. Can the Oracle get out of this with a Supernova? They don't save him up. The Flicker, he's dead.
Lumiere?
He's gone. They didn't get the save on him. Lumiere trying to jump away, but he's rooted. The double force stack gets into the high ground. But in comes Schofield to save the day for Beast Coast yet again. 2 minutes with no PL, and that has surely got to be it. The Phantom Lancer is be-all and end-all here for Hokori, and K1 is slicing through the remaining members of this Radiant team. A triple kill for your Bloodseeker. And that hex up. keeping Schofield at bay, but a Dark Rift into the base, the throne on half HP. Chris Luck there with Schofield gonna come back and focus some buildings, take down the barracks, kill off the Viper, really remove Hokori from the game, and Chris Luck says, no, I'm gonna go throne. I'll end this one. Beast Coast finally tying it up, 51-37.